Hi friends, so now you guys are actually going to go see how to do all the activities that your Jumpstart friends were talking about in the Center Time intro video earlier. I hope you guys have so much fun, and let's go see how to do all these cool activities. Alright friends, let's see what Miss Kathy's going to show us in books today.
Hey guys, it's Miss Kathy from Jumpstart, and welcome to the Book Center. So this week we read The Lion and the Little Red Bird, and if you guys remember, the lion used his tail to paint beautiful pictures on the walls. And so what we're gonna do today is I have a bunch of different colors, and I'm gonna choose different ones, and you guys are gonna find things that are that color. So look at all of the different colors that I have. I have purple and blue, yellow, orange, gray, red, green, pink, everything. All different colors. So I'm gonna choose one, and you guys are gonna find an object that is that color. So the first color that I'm gonna choose is green, because I love going outdoors and I love green plants, green trees, everything. I am so excited for summer and spring where everything is beautiful and green. So let's see if you guys can find something that's green, and I'll find something too. So I'm gonna give you a few seconds to look and find something.
Just people watching the
All right, so I hope you guys found something that's green. I got a few things. So the first thing I got is this green book. This one is kind of like a darker shade, and then I also have a green notebook, which is still green, but a lot lighter. And then I also have a green marker. So look at that. All of these things are green, but they're all different shades. Crazy. What about your green object? What shade of green is that? All right, now we're gonna find something that's red for the little red bird. So let's see what you guys can find.
people watching me, and we're all people watching the other people watching we. We're as lonely as we wanted to be. We're all as lonely as we wanted to be. Just as lonely as we wanted to be. I'm just you, you're just me. It's only true.
All right, so I found some red objects. So the first thing is this big red pillow heart. So I love this pillow. One of my friends made it for me, and it's a big red heart. So you can see that this is definitely the color red. And then I also have this red book, and these two reds are actually pretty similar. And then I also have a red marker, and a red piece of candy. So all of these things are different shades of red, except these are actually pretty similar. They're all a bright red. I really like them. What did you guys find? So you can compare them to mine as well. All right, we're gonna do one more color, and I think this time we're gonna go with orange. What can you guys find that's orange?
If we believe,
All right, so here is my orange object, and it's a little moose. I love this guy, he's so cute, and he's just a little orange moose. So there's so many different objects that you can find, and I can show you some different other colors. So if we were looking for something white, I have a rabbit, a stuffed animal, and he is white. And so is this cat. This cat is white and brown. You can see the little ears and the paws are brown and the rest of it is white. And something else is, maybe if we're thinking about the color purple, I have this purple water bottle. And this is a light purple, maybe even like a lavender. So all colors come in so many different shades and there's so many different objects, and you can think about what color is each of these objects. You can see my Jumpstart shirt is gray. A lot of Jumpstart stuff is red. So that's why we know we love Jumpstart. And yeah, so that is the activity for this week. You guys can see what objects you can find. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Miss Rachel is with puzzles today. Let's go see what activity she's doing.
Hi Jumpstart friends, I'm Miss Rachel and welcome to the Puzzle Center for this week. So if you remember the book that we read earlier, The Lion and the Little Red Bird, the lion and the bird went outside and they saw all of these different beautiful colors and fruits and vegetables and other plants that were growing outside. So for our center time today, we're going to be thinking about colors and fruits and vegetables too, except it's going to be a little different because you won't know what fruits and vegetables they are. I'm going to be talking about what they look like, and maybe what they taste like, and what colors they are. And then based off of these clues, you can guess what kind of fruit or vegetable I'm talking about. So how exactly are we going to do this? Let me show you an example. So do you know what this fruit is? This fruit is a pineapple. And how do we know it's a pineapple? Well, let's look at the shape. The bottom part is an oval shape. And then the top part has pointy leaves, like triangles, on the top. You don't eat the leaves, you cut it off, because see on this pineapple over here, the top part is cut off, because you don't want to eat the pointy leaves. And we also know, because of the colors, that it's a pineapple. The outside has this scaly skin, like a lizard or a bug, and we don't eat the skin. Again, we cut that off too. It's got kind of a yellow or brown color. And on the inside, it's a brighter yellow color. And the fruit on the inside is soft and sweet. So we know it's a pineapple because of the shape, the colors, and how it tastes like. So I'm going to be describing other types of fruits and vegetables, and then what you guys can think about the color, the taste, and the shape of the fruit to guess what kind of fruit or vegetable I might be talking about. So let's start. The first one I'm thinking about, here's my one clue for you at first. It is a fruit, so it's not a vegetable, like green beans or broccoli. So it's a fruit. That's the first clue. The second clue is that the shape is kind of like a triangle, but also kind of like a teardrop. Like when a tear falls from your eye, it kind of has this shape on the inside. See the shape of my fingers? It's kind of shaped like this. And then on the top of it, it has green leaves. So that's my second clue. First clue, it's a fruit. Second clue has a teardrop shape like this, and it has leaves on top. The third clue is that it's red, and it has a bunch of seeds on the outside. So the last clue is that this taste is very sweet, unless it hasn't gotten ripe yet, so it might be a little sour, but usually it's sweet. So let me say this again. Clue 1, fruit. Clue 2, teardrop shape, like this, and the leaves on the top. Clue 3, there's seeds on the outside, and it's very red color. And fourth clue, very sweet taste. What fruit might this be? Let me show you the fruit. This fruit that I was talking about was a strawberry. Did you get it right? How do we know this is a strawberry? Remember the clues that I said. It's a fruit, so not a vegetable. Strawberries are a fruit. Second was, remember the teardrop shape, like this. You can kind of see that it's a similar shape, although it's not as easy as maybe a square or a circle. Some of them might look a little bit like a circle, but most of them have this special teardrop shape. They also have the green leaves on the top that you don't eat. And then remember my third clue was that it has seeds on the outside. See all the little seeds? Lots of little seeds on the outside. And then the bright red color, that's easy. And then the fourth clue, that it was a very sweet taste. So think about that. How did you know it was a strawberry? What do strawberries taste like? Okay, so that's the first fruit. The second fruit that I'm thinking of, let me think of how to tell you. First of all, here's my first clue. It's not actually a fruit, it's a vegetable. So think of it as it's not like a strawberry or an apple or a banana. So it's a vegetable. It's not going to have as much of a sweet taste. The second clue is that it's long and pointy. So it's kind of like long, like in your arm, and then it has green stalks on the end, but you don't eat those. You cut off the green part at the end. So the first clue, it's a vegetable. The second clue, long and pointy, and there's green leaves on the end. And then my third clue is that it's orange. Usually it's orange, but sometimes a little bit they're yellow, but usually orange color. And my fourth clue is that it's very crunchy. You could hurt your teeth if you bite on it too hard. And the taste is sweeter than other vegetables, but it's not as sweet as a fruit. So think about it again. Here are my clues. First clue, it's a vegetable. Second clue, it's long and pointy, and it has leaves on the end that you don't eat the leaves. The third clue is that it's usually orange, but sometimes can be yellow. And then the fourth clue is that it's very crunchy. So think for a minute, what kind of vegetable am I talking about? Can you guess? Okay, let me show you the vegetable. This vegetable was a carrot. So do you remember, how did you know that it was a carrot that I was talking about? Let me tell you the clues that I talked about again. Remember, the first clue was that it's a vegetable. Carrots aren't as sweet, and they grow in the ground, and so they don't have as much of a sweet taste. So usually sweeter plants that we eat will be fruits, but this one isn't as sweet. So it's a vegetable. The second clue was that it's long and skinny, like your arm. It has those green stalks on the end. Can you see? So we know it's a carrot because of that shape and the special stalks. And the third clue was that it's orange and sometimes can be yellow, but usually it's orange. If you look at this picture, all the carrots that we see are orange. And then the last clue was that it's very crunchy. And remember, you can hurt your teeth if you bite on it too much. So you can't tell from the picture, but these are very crunchy carrots. It's not soft like a strawberry where you don't have to chew it as much. Carrots, you have to chew them more. So that's what it was. It was a carrot. Think some more. What do carrots taste like? And how did you know it was a carrot? Think about the colors and the shapes. Okay, so we have one more plant for you all to guess. So let me start with my first clue, okay? So the first clue is that it's a fruit. So it's not a vegetable like a carrot or like beans or onions. It's a fruit like a strawberry or an apple or a banana, okay? So that's the first clue. And the second clue is that it's a really big fruit. It can be bigger even than a little baby, like the size of my head or even bigger. Some of them are a little smaller, but usually they're really big. And if you pick them up, you could drop them because they're even so heavy. So, and the shape is kind of like it's kind of like an oval too, like a big circle, like the shape of your head will be like an oval shape. So that's the second clue. Remember, first clue, fruit, not vegetable. And the second clue has an oval shape and it's heavy. The third clue is that the outside part has a peel that is green. We don't eat the peel, but the inside is red and soft. You eat the red part. You don't eat the green on the outside. And then the last clue is that the taste is very sweet. And it's not super strong because there's a lot of water inside the fruit. But it can be just as sweet as a strawberry and good to eat on a hot day when you want to cool down. So there were 4 clues that I gave you. Remember, the first one is that it's a fruit, not a vegetable. The second clue is that it has an oval shape like my head or like a baby. It can be bigger than a baby because it's really heavy. So that's the second clue. Third clue is that it has green peel on the outside, red and soft on the inside. And the fourth clue is that there's lots of water on the inside. You could eat it at a picnic, or sometimes when it's really hot out, it'll be really, really good to eat. So think about it. What kind of fruit am I talking about it? What do you guess? Okay, let me share what fruit it is with you all. It's a watermelon. How do you know it was a watermelon? And what do the watermelons taste like? Remember the clues I gave you. It's a fruit, like a strawberry, it's sweet, and it's very sweet. It's not like a vegetable, which doesn't have a sweet flavor. The second was that it's really big. See how big this watermelon looks on the side? It has an oval shape, like your head. Then my third clue was that it has green on the outside, but see this one, when it's cut, it's red on the inside. And it's cut. The fourth was that there's lots of water inside, so it'll make you feel cool on a hot day. Remember, it's called a watermelon. That means the melon is the type of fruit it is, all these big oval-shaped fruits. But this one's special because it has lots of water on the inside. So that's why we eat it in the summer or when it's really hot out, because the water will help you feel not as hot. So those are all the fruits and vegetables that we can guess for today. You can think about all the colors and shapes that made you think of how you knew that a watermelon was a watermelon, that a carrot was a carrot, or a strawberry was a strawberry. So I had so much fun helping you guys guess today, and I will see you next time.
Miss Grace is with art today. Let's go see what she's doing.
Hi friends, it's me, Miss Grace, and today we're at the Art Center. So here at the Art Center, we're going to be making flower collages, like I said. And these are just going to be flowers, just like we saw in the book, The Lion and the Little Red Bird. Remember in the book, the lion, he was rolling around in the orange flowers and they looked so pretty, right? And then later, Lion painted the flowers on his cave, in his cave on the walls. So we're going to make our very own flowers. So what you need to do this activity is you need a white piece of paper, and then you can use any colors you want, but you need a few different colors. And I'm just gonna be using 3, but you can use however many colors you want. And I'm gonna use construction paper. So whatever colors you want, and you have to get those colors of construction paper. So today I'm doing pink, blue, and yellow. So I'm using all of those colors. And then you need some glue. It can be a glue stick or a glue bottle. And then of course we need some scissors. And remember, whenever we hold scissors, always hold it like this, with the pointy part down, and you hold on to the pointy part like this, so we don't get anybody hurt. Okay, and also ask for an adult's help when using scissors and the glue, and let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is you need to cut squares and triangles and any shapes that you want out of your colorful construction paper. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I have some of them already cut out, and I made some half circle shapes. And if you need help with how to do this, just ask an adult to help you. And so I have some half circle shapes, some squares, some triangles or like pointy shapes, and I'm going to finish cutting out all the rest of them in all my different colors, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so now I'm done cutting out all my shapes, and I did some more circles too of each color. Now you need to get your white paper, and what you need is a pencil or like a color pencil or something like that, just something to write, and you're going to draw a flower stem. So here I have my pencil, and I'm just going to draw a flower stem. The stem of a flower is the green part. All flowers have stems, and they have like the green part which goes into the ground. And I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm gonna draw mine pretty big, and I'm drawing it like this. You can see it. It's a little hard to see, but I drew it super tall, and I'm holding my paper tall way, like long ways. And I drew it really tall so I can show that it's going to be a really big flower. So the stem is the part that goes in the ground, and this is how the flower grows. Flowers don't eat food like us, right? They don't eat food at home. They eat from the ground. They take all of the nutrition and all of the good stuff from the ground, and they soak it up into their stems, and they drink it up, and that's how they can grow so big and tall. That's how flowers grow and become so beautiful. So that's how you're going to draw a stem. Okay, so now that you have your stem drawn, remember all these shapes we got? We cut out all these shapes. We're going to glue the shapes onto your paper all around the stem. And remember, you only need a little bit of glue when you're gluing down your your petals. I don't know if you can see it, but I only put 2 drops of glue on there. So, and then if you just stick it onto your paper, it'll stick really well. So far I have this much done. So you can see I'm putting all my petals, all my fun colors all around my stem. So I'm not putting it on the stem, just around it, because that's how we make flowers, right? When you look outside at a flower, the flower's on top and the stem's on the bottom. So that's how we're gonna be making the flower collages. But can you guess what kind of flower I'm making here? It's pink and blue, because these are my favorite colors, pink and blue. And my favorite type of flower is called a hydrangea. And hydrangeas look like pink and blue petals. So that's why I'm making my flower collage as a hydrangea. What kind of flowers do you guys like? You can talk about it while you're making it, while you're making yours. And you can talk about what color flowers that you like too. Okay, so I'm finally done my flower collage. And I put all my colors and all my shapes on here, and I glued it all here. So the final step is to color your stem green. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So for this step, you're gonna need some markers or like colored pencils or crayons or whatever. So I'm going to use a green marker and just quickly color it in. Okay, I'm all done. So here's my final product. I made a green stem and a pink and blue and yellow hydrangea flower. So this is my flower collage, and you guys can all make this too. And I hope you have so much fun making this flower. And remember, flowers have stems because that helps them to grow and be big and strong. That's how they get their nutrients and all of their healthy food, so they become big and strong. So I hope you have fun making your own flower collages just like we saw in the flowers in the book. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Mr. D is with writing today. Let's go see what he's doing.
Hey friends, I'm Mr. D, and today in writing, we are going to be doing something really artistic, okay? Just like in the story, when the lion used the end of his tail as a paintbrush and drew so many things on the wall inside of his cave, we are going to be drawing today. we are going to be using a lot of different colors and drawing on paper what you see outside of your house. So, um, I really want you to take 2 seconds, close your eyes, and think about what your community looks like. And when I say community, I mean everything around your house. Like if you looked out the window, what would you see? I think you would see maybe a street, like a road. Maybe you'll see other houses. Maybe you'll see a lot of trees. Maybe you will see a few stores, a restaurant, some people, some cars, a sky, clouds. Um, Anything that's around you is a part of your community, okay? So we're going to be drawing your community today. So what I want you to do is uh, go to the window outside your house or the nearest window wherever you are and look outside, okay? Look outside and observe. Look at what you see, what is around you, because you are going to be drawing the things around you pretty soon, okay? So I'm gonna ask you to draw your community using colored pencils or markers or Sharpies or crayons, whatever you have with different colors, okay, on sheets of paper. So um, I have already made a sketch, uh, and I'm going to show you what my community looks like so you can see what I mean, okay? So here's the sketch I drew. So here you can see that I see a big road outside of my house, this black road, okay, with white stripes and a yellow line separating the middle. And then I see a lot of cars also. There's a green car, there's a red car, and there's an orange car. And then I see a few buildings. There's a gray building, there's a blue building, orange building, and purple building. This is a restaurant. It sells food. And then there's the green trees and another green tree right here. And then the sky is blue with a lot of blue clouds because today is a nice and sunny day outside with a blue sky. So again, you can take another look. This is my community. When I look outside of my window, this is what is around me, okay? So I really want you to focus on what's around you and focus on colors, okay? So just like the lion used so many different colors in the cave, I want you to use a lot of colors, see different things, and draw them how you see them, okay? So that is the writing for today. And I'm just gonna show you what I used. So to make this drawing, I used these markers right here. These are different markers with a lot of colors that I had, so I just used them. So you could use markers or you could use color pencils or anything you have, okay? So that is the center for today. And I hope you have fun doing this because I had a lot of fun drawing my community. So that's it for today, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.
Lastly, let's go see how to do the dramatic play activity Miss Jo has planned for us today.
Hey everyone, it's Miss Jo, and welcome to Dramatic Play. This week we're going to be talking about flower shops and how to pretend to have our own. So I wanted to start asking, do you guys know what a shop or a store is? I want you guys to think for a second. Okay, so a shop or a store is a place where you go to buy things. There's different types of shops depending on what you're going to buy. For example, if you want to buy food, you go either to a restaurant or to a grocery store. If you want to buy a book, then you go to a bookstore. So I wanted to introduce to you guys what a flower shop is. And by the name, you can already guess, and it's a place where you go buy flowers. There's different types of flowers and flower supplies to be able to grow your flowers. And the people who work at the store arrange the flowers into nice arrangement for special occasions. I don't know if you guys have ever seen someone either for graduation or anniversary with an arrangement of flowers, which is usually really pretty. Actually, I wanted to share how they look, so I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see how a flower shop looks or an arrangement. So here I looked for the word flower shop, and as you can see, flower shops usually just literally consist of flowers. You see this one's called Art Floral. Here you see different kinds of flowers, or in this one they usually just show all the colors and all the different things you can do with them. It's a very, very pretty thing. Here we see some, or no, yeah, these could be seen as arrangements. Really, well, here is an arrangement. You see, they take different colors of flowers and just make a beautiful combination of colors. So yeah, now I want you guys to think, if you were to open a flower shop, what things would you need? I want you guys to think about this. I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds. Okay, so to be able to open your own flower shop, I think you would need a cash register to, to place the money and administer the amount of flowers you've sold and all the money you're gonna get. Also, a desk to be able, for the same purpose of keeping count of how many flowers you've sold and to keep the flowers somewhere where people can see them. You need gloves and scissors to be able to grab the flowers, and scissors to get the thorns out of the flowers. A bucket to hold the flowers, like we saw in the pictures, that they place all the beautiful flowers in buckets, because usually the buckets have water for them to stay alive. And a refrigerator to keep the flowers fresh, because sometimes if you want to preserve the flowers, just like we do with our food that we place in the refrigerator, we do with the flowers, we place them in a refrigerator to keep the flowers cold and fresh. And yeah, just material for flower arrangements. Some people like to add strings and puffy things to their arrangements to give it a different look, and it looks really good. Now, the last thing you need to open a flower shop is get a name. So if I were to open a flower shop, I would name my flower shop The Fantastic Florals. What would you guys name your shop? I want you guys to think about that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's talk. Now I want you guys to just stay curious. Think about, what would you do if you opened a flower shop? What would you name it? If you ever see a flower shop, stop by and enter. You might check, if you want to, you can check in Google where you would want, where's the closest flower shop to you, and you could visit it and buy flowers for your parents or for yourself. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.
All right, friends, I hope you guys had so much fun with all your Jumpstart friends and centers today, and I hope to see you guys next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.